Wow, great intro. So I probably don't need to do anything else. You already explained most of my product. So my name is Jorge Ferreira, and I'm the CTO of Addappt. As you can see, we follow a long tradition of software companies to misspell our name, ADDAPPT. That stands for Address App. So let's see.
See, most startups are taking away vowels. You just started a new trend to add consonants.
Yes. We add stuff. So not only that, but we always write our name in lower caps so that it looks cool in Century Goth font. So, So let's see. So let me start up by asking you a question. How many of you have a smartphone? Yeah, it's a stupid question. Probably all of you, almost all of you do. So, but how smart is your phone? I mean, you probably do smart things in it. You browse the web, you write emails, you go on Wikipedia, you probably even talk to it. But your contact list probably looks a lot like that. A bit of a mess. So, because you manually have to enter that data. So, what is Addappt? So at Addappt, we created a mobile app. It's present on the App Store and on the Play Store. And what it does is it keeps your contacts up to date. Basically, the idea is instead of you manually entering the data of your friends, you get them to enter the data for you. So I'm the CTO, I'm not extremely social, so I have an average number of contacts on my list, but because all my friends and family are on Addappt, about half of it is on Addappt. And I can really tell the difference between the contacts on Addappt and the other ones because of the rich data that my friends and family share with me. Because they use Addappt, they can share that data privately. And so there's all the pictures, home addresses, and stuff that I get from them. And the best thing is I don't have to do anything. They just enter the data, they change their jobs, and they modify their data, and automatically gets modified on my phone. So we recently added a new feature that's called Tap. Once again, I'm misspelling, T-A-P-P, and basically takes advantage of the smartphone's ability to send notifications to let you create custom messages that you can send with a single tap. So I make this gesture because we've just created an extension for the Apple Watch, so we'll be there as well pretty soon. So since we released, we've gotten some pretty good reviews, a lot of media attention from. What's cool about it, it's from all over the world. The fun thing about creating an app for smartphones is that you get to be wherever the Apple Store has can get you to. So, and we got some really good reviews, and including this guy, Walt Mossberg, which I guess he basically says that our app works. So we localize in 12 languages, including Russian. And this is an example of an article written in a Russian blog. The interesting thing about this article for us is that Amy Robb is a friend of our CEO, Mernal, and she gave him permission to use her picture and name on media. And but this is not Amy Robb. This is Amy Robb. So apparently the Russian blog decided that our app was pretty cool, but the user content needed a little improvement. So here's our core team. So Mernal is from India, he's our CEO, and he was employee number 15 at LinkedIn. Carlos and I were much later numbers at Microsoft. We are from Portugal. I came earlier, and I was transferred from the University of Lisbon to the University of Washington before this building was built. And I married my American girlfriend. Mernal came a few years later, married my wife's best friend. So we have a long tradition at Addappt of marrying for a green card. So Carlos also married an American, but she's South America, so he had to go the H-1B route. So if we have a strong connection to UW, this is a picture of Carlos and I with our 2 UW interns, Colin and William. I have to say that I've been very impressed by what these students. Anyway, so last thing, this slide actually wasn't, you can tell that I didn't put these slides together because I have no clue what Mernal intended with the slide, but I can tell you that for the many years I worked for Microsoft in Word and SharePoint, I felt like that guy on the left, and now in Addappt I feel a lot like the little boy on the right, often facing what look like insurmountable obstacles, but the advantage being that we're nimble and very quick to adapt. So thank you. Any questions?
Questions? Seriously.
We're such an obvious company that...
What is the main question you get asked?
What is the main question I get asked?
Besides, how do you find a wonderful American woman to meet for a green card?
Besides that, it's mainly how does Addappt work, and how do you enter your stuff like the functionality of the app. How do you share? How does that sharing happen? That's the sort of questions I get asked, and the answer is. It looks like I've got some good questions. The number one, what's this at this stage in our business, the number one thing that we struggle with? At this stage, we're a very early startup and we're trying to increase our user base. And so we're doing everything we can to just be present all over the world and grow as fast as we can. It is a challenge though for any small app that most people, we're not household names, so, but we have been happy to see the growth in India and in the US and a few other places.
One more question, one more. One more question?
So the question is, this functionality of sharing contacts is built into a lot of platforms today. It's actually, that's not quite right, because you can use iCloud to back up your contacts. You can use Google to back up your contacts in Android. There's a few other systems out there that back up your contacts, but we're different. We're about you sharing your contacts, automatically getting your contacts shared and updated with your friends. So that's different from backing up and getting across. We're not about creating your contacts across several devices. We're about you getting your contacts data entered by your friend, the person that owns that data. So in my case, I know my contact data, so I can modify my contact and all my friends get all that data automatically. I don't think there's any or many technologies like that.
Let's hear it for Addappt. Woo!
Thank you very much.